So your girl is back with another video. This is one of my bridal clients. She wasn't a traditional bride. She wanted something a little bit more modern, I would say. She didn't want like a regular soft glam like all the brides get. She was adamant about her cut crease. Do you hear me? Okay. So here we are, gold cut crease. Again, this is one of my bridal clients. She got married earlier this year. She let me film her because it was just her. She had a very small ceremony. So she did travel to me. I do travel to my wedding clients. So, you know, here we are. So I always start my clients off, my bridal clients off with a turmeric brightening mask. And to tighten the pores. So we want to brighten and tighten. We want everything to be nice and smooth for her day. And this is our fresh face. I sped it up a little bit. So now we're going to start off with the brows. I'm using a brush that I got in a set that was given to me for Christmas. Thanks, Jasmine. It's a little small detail brush. I was just trying out, I think, for the first time this day. And the concealer I'm using is the Milani 2-in-1 Conceal and Perfect. The Milani Conceal and Perfect concealer, and I want to say it's the shade 160 or 165. So I'm just taking a concealer and I'm just tracing out her brows and perfecting them and making them nice and sharp. I know they look a little boxy, but trust the processes. Trust the process. Trust the process. Look at me getting that together. Getting it together. It's the brow for me. It's the brow for me. I know the concealer look a little light, but watch out for this. Y'all saw the beginning clip. Y'all saw the beginning clip. Yes, it's the brow for me. Also, I did do both brows. Okay, so yeah, I'm shaping out the side. But you want your brows to be twins and not sisters. I don't know where they get this sister shit from. But, yeah, no. We want identical twins, okay? We don't want fraternal. We want identical. Babies born in the same sack. We want your brows to be in the same sack, okay? Okay. Yep, so I'm just, you know, I'm trying to stay in frame. That's why my hand look a little funny. But usually I would have stepped on the other side. And, you know, I'm trying to keep, you know, the video in frame. As you can see, I'm struggling. You know, trying to get it done. I'm just blending that concealer upward to kind of like thin it out so that it's a smooth base for the foundation when I put on top. Here I am. I'm going in to perfect the brow a little bit more because one was a little bigger than the other and one was a little bit more, I'm going to say sharper. And I'm a perfectionist, so I had to fix that. Okay. I had to fix that. Get that brow together. It's the brows for me. I know the concealer looks a little light, but I promise you in the end, it's all going to blend together and you're not even going to see that at all. Yeah, so I'm just perfecting the brow and making sure that they're nice and even. Because why not? When the people come for me, they come for perfection, okay? And I try to deliver just that. Yes, it's the brows for me. It's the brows for me. It's the brows for me. Hey, 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 hey. She loved them. Yep, so I'm just perfecting the brows. She loved them. I love them too. Next, I'm going to take that base and I just used a concealer with a, the Mitchell, where is it? The blank canvas. So I mixed that with concealer. And I'm just tapping it in, making it smooth because you want to make sure your base is nice and smooth before you apply your eyeshadow. Yes, so I am just blending out that base, making sure that it's smooth because you cannot apply eyeshadow to a bumpy base. So here I took the brown from, what brown is this? Oh, yeah. I took the brown from the Warrior palette, and I am just tapping that around her lid in the crease. Not her lid, in her crease, I'm sorry. And I'm using a Morphe 505 brush. I believe this is. One of these Morphe brushes. This is a fluffy brush, a blending brush. I'm just tapping that all around. Yep, it is the darkest shade in the Morphe Warrior palette, the first one. Yes. I'm just tapping that all around, diffusing the color. Diffusing the color. And if you hear the baby sharks in the background, that's my son. My 4-year-old. Just blending that out. Blending that out. Yeah, so I already cut the crease because it's hard to cut the crease on camera and stay in frame and have you guys see. And so yeah, that crease is sharp, baby. Okay. Next, I'm going in with, as you can see, I'm using that Warrior palette, and I'm using that yellow gold at the very bottom. Matter of fact, no, I'm not. I'm not using that. I'm sorry. I am using that lighter brown that's above the darker brown that I used first. So if you guys have that palette, it's that warm-toned medium brown. And I'm just using that to close up the cut crease. I'm actually doing my makeup while I do this voiceover. So I'm going back in with that first medium, the dark brown from that same Warrior palette, to blend those two colors together. Because we want it to be a seamless blend. We don't want to know where you started and stopped at all. Yep. So, yes. There you have that. Just blending it out some more, making sure that there is no lines of demarcation between those two browns. I use that brown in the crease as well. So blend out that darker brown. And this is the Warrior palette that I used. Either the Warrior or the Warrior 2 palette. I'm not sure. I think it's the Warrior, the first one. The one that's like a browny goldy. Next, I'm taking the the champagne tone color, because it is a bridal makeup look. So, you know, you want to have some traditional bridal colors. So I'm taking that champagne color that's in the smack dab in the middle of that palette. And I'm using that as her lid shade. And I'm using a crown brush to pack that on. It's a flat brush. Very dense. Again, I have had my brushes for years. I've been doing makeup for 10 years, 11 years. So, you know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I'm just packing that on the other side. Sorry for the background noise. Like I said, I'm doing my makeup because I have plans. So I'm doing my makeup while I do this voiceover. Yeah. And can we shout out my son for doing my banner for me, please? Can we just shout out my Kaden, because he did my intro for me on his damn iPhone. Yeah, I'm just packing that on, making sure that I get really close to that cut crease, making sure I'm not passing the line, because you want it to be very sharp. Otherwise, it wouldn't be a cut crease. So you have to be mindful of that. And I'm just packing that on and blending that in with the medium tone brown. Yep, just packing it on, making sure that color is opaque. I'm sorry for the train noise. As you know, I live in New York City, and I literally live right by the train. Yep, I'm just still blending that in. You want to make sure it is seamless, especially when you're mixing a matte and a shimmer. You don't want it to look crazy. Here I am applying her make lashes. She was a cool bride. Like she didn't really want natural. Because usually I get, I want very, very, very natural. And I'm like, why, sis? Why? Why? What a day. You should go all out. Here I am applying her big blinks, which I'll be selling very, very soon on my own. I have a lot of stuff planned for you guys. A lot of stuff planned. Follow me on my social media, Makeup by A West. That is my makeup page where you can find all of my makeup looks, and you can also find the booking link to book me if you are in the New York City, New Jersey area. And like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and to this video if you like what you are seeing thus far. Like I said, I'm doing my makeup too. I am going out. I should have filmed that, but yeah, I'm in a rush, so we're not doing that. And that is how it looks with the lashes. Now here I am blending in her foundation. Blending out her foundation, and the foundation I used was the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop Full Coverage Foundation in the color Walnut. And I mixed that with L'Oreal Fresh Infallible Wear foundation in the shade 540 because she was a chocolate. I always mix my foundations. I always mix a luminous foundation and a matte foundation because I like a satiny finish. I don't like a matte finish, and I don't like a dewy finish. I like that finish in between, so that is why I mix the two formulas. I mean, that is just my personal preference. What other people do is their business. That's just my preference. And I'm sorry for being out of frame. As I said, I'm not used to filming, so here you have it. Yep. So I'm just blending that out, and I'm using a Real Techniques Instapop cheek brush. That's crazy because I have that same brush in my hand as I blend out my own foundation. Not that one, but I have one for my kit, for my personal makeup. But I'm just blending that out, making sure that it's seamless. I know she looks a little dark. I always go a little darker because I highlight and contour, and when you highlight and things like that, it tends to lighten up the foundation. But trust the process. Trust the process. It looks like a lot of foundation, but I promise you it is not. So don't come in my comments like, oh, she got a lot of foundation. She got a lot of foundation. Shut up, okay? Because I know it's going to be some raggedy. Get in here. Oh, that's a lot of makeup. It's a makeup channel, okay? So I'm just blending that out. I'm literally just like tapping it in and like pressing it in. I'm setting and patting it at the same time. And I usually... I promise you, I probably used maybe like a pump each of the two shades. It's really not a lot of foundation at all. And I'm just blending that out, blending that around her brows and tapping it on. I'm literally like pressing it into the skin. I am not swiping it at all, as you can see. You literally want to tap, 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 tap. So I'm just tapping it in. I'm not applying anymore. I'm just literally just pressing it in because I really want to set it while I'm working. Yes, I'm just tapping that on. I don't even know the clips, so I'm just going to wing it as I see them come up. But I'm just tapping it on as I tap on mine. Okay, so now I'm blending out her contour, and I use the darkest foundation stick that Juvia's Place has. I am not sure of the name. I will put everything in the description box below. I'm just blending that out, and I'm using a Makeup Revolution. I'm not sure what kind of brush it is. I think it is a contour brush, but I'm not sure. But I had this brush for many years, many years. But it's a Makeup Revolution Pro makeup brush. Yes, so I am just blending out her contour. And she came to me like in the middle of the day, like on a weekday. So it was easy for me to film. And, I am grateful that she let me record her. Yep, I'm just blending that in, tapping it around. Making sure that I blend it out. Yeah, so that's my son in the background telling his older brother he want to fight. I cannot. Oh my God. So I'm just blending out her nose contour with that same brush. I just pinched it to make it smaller so it can fit the frame of her nose. Now I'm taking a Real Techniques concealer brush, and I am blending out her concealer. Making sure that I stay along the frames and I don't go outside the contour. That is a really good brush. I love that brush. I swear by it. I don't really use um sponges at all. I hate those makeup sponges with all my heart. To each his own if you use them. I know a lot of YouTubers use that sponge. I don't like that sponge at all. To me, I don't have time. I have too many clients. I don't have the patience to be washing those sponges because you literally have to switch it out with every client to be sanitary. I don't have time. I don't know. It's a different cleaning than the brush, and it's a little bit more tedious. I really no ma'am. Ashley will not have that sponge. I hated that. I never liked that sponge to begin with. The beauty blender, booty blender, whatever they used to call it. I never liked that sponge to begin with. So I never was a fan. I jumped on it when it first came out because that's what everybody was using. So I'm like, okay, well maybe this is cute. It wasn't cute for me. I hated the way it maybe I don't know, maybe I used it wrong. I didn't like it at all. So I don't use makeup sponges on my clients nor on myself. I hate those damn sponges. Like I said, to each his own. If you use them, I don't like them. These brushes work just fine and they blend out just as well. And my clients and myself, we like full coverage girls. Like we like full beats. So if you coming to me, you want a full beat. Okay. Here I am setting her under eye with the Sasha Cosmetics loose powder in the shade Honey. I bet y'all I thought I was gonna say Sasha Buttercup. No, it's not Buttercup. It's the shade Honey. It's like a more warmer tone. Yep, I'm just pressing all around to have her bake because she is getting married and we want her to definitely last the whole damn day. Yep, I'm sorry for the angles. As I said, I'm not used to recording. And I'm just carving out her nose with a clean Real Techniques brush. Make that nose sharp. I'm gonna post it on my Instagram. Yeah, so I'm just, pressing that onto her skin. And this is the shade again. This is Honey, by Sasha Buttercup. By Sasha Cosmetics. It's not Buttercup. That is way too pale for her skin. And I'm sorry if I sound nasally. I am under the weather. I do not feel well, but I definitely just want to get these videos edited and out there. But I promise to have better quality videos. Well, the quality is not bad. It's just the angle in which I'm recording is bad. And here I am just carving out her. What am I carving out? Oh, I'm carving out the bottom of her her contour, her cheek contour, just to make that face really snatched, really sharp. Again, I'm sorry for the angles. This is my first time. You're gonna have to bear with me until I can get a hang of things. So now that that's all dusted away and all set, I'm going in with her highlighter, and I am using what palette is this? What palette is this? I'm looking at it. I forget, but I'm using one of the highlighter shades in that palette. It's one of them UK brands. It's one of those UK brands. I have to get the name. Let me get the name of this damn palette. Oh, okay, yeah, Bperfect. It's the Bperfect. Yeah, by Stacy Marie. I think this is her second palette or her first palette. And I'm just highlighting all the focal points of her face, forehead, nose, chin, cheeks. You know, the places that you highlight. Yeah, because obviously that wasn't enough highlighter. I had to go in with some more. because it's the glow for me. And for blush, I am using an eyeshadow. It's like a terracotta orange brown. It was perfect for her skin tone. I am just using that, and I'm just pressing it onto her cheeks. Yeah, I love that color for blush. I really use blushes. Like I think I probably have one blush palette from Juvia's place. But other than that, I use my eyeshadows as blushes because to me they're more pigmented. Yeah, so it's like a terracotta, and that same Bperfect palette I'm using, that terracotta shade. It's like an orangey brown. Making sure that I blend that into her contour and as well as blend it into her highlighter. Because we don't want any lines of demarcation. That is ugly, okay? So here I am taking, oh yeah, and I added a pop of highlighter in her inner corner, and I use PRIN by not P.Louise. I use PRIN by what is this brand? I don't know none of these brands. I don't know none of them. None of them. None of them. What is this? It's not Fabulous Makeup. It's one of these pigment companies from the UK. I'm taking a nude liquid lipstick mixed with a concealer. That is what I always do. And I mix that in to create my perfect nude shade. Like, it picks up on everything. Yes, yes, yes. So I'm just working with the back of my hand where I mix those two shades together. Yeah, so I'm just blending that out. I use Trendsetter Pencil by Morphe. If I didn't say that in the video, well, if I didn't say that at first, that is the pencil that I used. Now I'm just using a clear gloss. This is one of those glosses for the beauty supply store that is about $1. Princess Reese put me onto these glosses. Shout out to Princess Reese. She's another New York City makeup artist. Shout outs to her. She's amazing. She put me onto these glosses. They are bomb. And for it to be $1, girl, bye, you can't beat it with a baseball bat. Look at the lip. Look at the lip. It's the lip for me. It's the face for me. It's the lashes for me. It's everything for me. It's everything. It's everything. It's the chocolate skin for me. It's the blend for me. It's everything. It's everything. But this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I promise to have better tutorials in the future where you guys can see it all. I have a better setup. But, you know, you get the gist of what I can do, what these hands can do. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoy. Follow me on my social media, Makeup by AOS. I really just got Instagram right now. But you'll find all my information there. Toodles.
Here's Sam.